practice English, speaking English while chatting about Japanese grammar. Okay, so my friend Yukiko, who is a serious English learner, is hoping to be able to explain Japanese grammar more in English in her classes where she works as a professional Japanese teacher. So, for her English training, we will review the YouTube ToKini and his Genki textbook reviewing series and discuss the learner's perspective on Japanese grammar while practicing the practical English phrases he uses. Alrighty, let's begin. Hello, Yukiko. How are you?
Hello. I'm not bad, not bad,
Not bad.
not
Okay.
bad. So how are you?
Yeah, good, good. Do you know this phrase? Can't complain. I can't complain.
I can't complain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have nothing to complain.
Nothing to complain.
Yeah, like some people respond the
Mm,
question of how are you, then they say I
mm,
can't complain. So it's
I
good.
can't
Yeah,
complain.
they don't have anything they want to complain about.
Okay, I'm good.
Yeah, means good, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, very indirect way of response. Yeah,
So you don't use I I don't I'm not good. I'm not bad.
but yeah, kinda. Yeah, thanks for the comment, Felix. I cannot complain about my life. It's wonderful. Yeah, it's wonderful. Yeah. So yeah, it's just a phrase, you know. Yeah, the more you wanna speak, like the more you wanna explore the phrases, like the besides the very basic. So of course, I'm good. It's good. But
Mm,
another way, can't complain. Good. Alrighty, let's begin. Today we're gonna explore lesson 6. Here we go. So, lesson 6, the topic was about, yes, it's coming, deaf form. So, deaf form, polite request, sequence of events you may, in Japanese, prohibition, explaining a reason, and offering assistance. So, of course, the biggest topic is deaf form in Japanese grammar. Finally, we came over this point. Yay! How do you feel about it?
Telephone.
Deaf form. What do you feel about deaf form?
Mm, Telephone is most difficult part in Japanese conjugation, I think.
Mm.
But
Mm.
so if you understand Teform, maybe another conjugation you can easily memorize.
Okay, I see, I see.
Mm,
All right. So, in on this video, Andy-san celebrates his 100 Patreons. So, anyway, let's begin the lesson 6 video. Who-
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Genki L Lesson 6 live stream. Tonight we're going to be covering the K form and different ways to use it. And it's a pretty straightforward lesson, I think. It's a little bit difficult, but it's super useful. You're going to be using the K form constantly from this point on. And there's also some other good news that's going to come up along with the K form, so that's pretty exciting. Just want to say thank you to my patrons. We just hit 100 patrons at ToKini Andy the other day. We're at like 103 now. So thank you so much to all of you guys for supporting this channel. Lesson 6, the T form. Today we're going to be...
Already, so he celebrates the 100 Patreons. Do you know what the Patreons mean?
Patreons. Oh, 100 Patreons.
Do you know Patreons?
Subscription.
Yes, exactly. Yes, the Patreon is some service like, hey, I am a creator, I am
Mm,
doing this project, so
mm.
I sometimes do not sell in the project. I'm just distributing for free. In return, could you support me? Yes, Tara-san, that's right, sponsor. But if you
Also,
call sponsor, it sounds like they're investing a lot of money. But Patreon is like you can invest just only €1, $1 United States, like very very tiny amount. Could be possible. And he celebrated, he got 100 Patreons. Okay, so here we go. He distribute his amazing learning materials on the YouTube, and guess how many subscribers he have?
Now?
Yes.
Oh. 200?
What do you mean 200? No, are you watching YouTube? Have you ever watched? Come on.
Okay, so I don't remember the counting. So number of count.
Okay.
So counting. So
Yeah.
I
So
don't
Taratara-san said 300,000.
300,000.
300,000 means 30万人。
300,000.
はい。で、can you see my
30万
chat?
人。あー、okay.
3,100 30万人ね。はい、フェリックスさん、that's right, your answer is correct. He has 100,000ね。100,000, which is 10万人。So, the 100,000 people are interested in his channel. Then, how many people are willing to pay to support him? 100. Dada. It means 1 per meal.
Oh, I can't understand.
You don't understand?
Yeah.
So Patreon is a sponsorship, right? And they sponsor Andy-san for this amazing project. And but on the other hand, the project he working on, for example, one of it is YouTube, right? So the YouTube, 100,000 people love to watch his content. But the reality, how many people are willing to support his project? 100. That he celebrates.
日本語でいいですか ?100,000 people、10万人の人が
チャンネルを見てる。
サブスクライブ、チャンネルを登録した。
アンディさんのチャンネルが見たい。10万人が見たい。
で、それでありがとうって言ってますよね。
そうだね。like ボタンを押したり、チャンネル登録をします。でも、Patreon というのはお金を払うことができる。だから、もし、if you like my content, if you want to support me, please subscribe to the Patreon system. Then, how many people subscribe? This Patreon system is only 100. Yes. So as Taratara-san said, 1 Patreon per 1,000. 1000人サブスクライバーがいたら1人お金を払ってくれるかな。
そうなんですか。大体
No, we are just calculate from his stats. It's,
okay.
You know, even like...
じゃあ、アンディさんはペイトリアンが100人超えたって言ってたんです。
そうですね。For example, if his Patreon sponsorship, what's his promise with this sponsorship, we don't know. For example, I promise you to provide like special videos every month, blah, blah, blah. So it depends on you how much you ask for. Okay, that's $1 or that's $10, right? So if $10, it's 10 times harder to make people pay. So we don't know. But even if he said $1, it means he gained $100 per month. Yeah. So yeah, Kei-san said that they often said that the 続きは Patreon でどうぞ. So they don't disclose the content in the free content area. They just cut in the middle and provide only the Patreon, the main part. Oh, that's how they do the business. Yeah, but anyway, I think the reason, I mean, Anderson never did right, never did that, especially in this Genki series videos. He never do like Suzuki wa Patreon で。He never cut in the middle and they discontinued for the free content. So I appreciate it.
Yes.
さんありがとう。Let's go. Let's go to the main point. 1分15秒からいきます。1 minute 15 second.
So before we can get started with the te form, we have to do a little bit of review. So you'll remember that all verbs in Japanese end with an u syllable in their dictionary form. And by that I mean they end in the character u, ku, su, tsu, nu, mu, gu, bu, or du. All verbs, right? If it ends in one of those characters, it's probably a verb. Now, I always recommend that you learn verbs in their dictionary form because that makes most conjugations much more straightforward, and the te form is no exception. In Genki, they present you with two different types of verbs, do verbs and u verbs. I really hate those explanations because even in Japan, for Japanese students, when they're in school, they teach this, godan verbs. I'm going to make another video explaining why they're called go, as in 5 godan verbs, 5-step verbs. But we're not going to go over that tonight. Just know that there's godan verbs and there's ichidan, single-step verbs. I'll explain what they are a little bit as we go along. But basically, godan verbs are any verb that ends in u, tsu, ru, mu, nu, bu, su, ku, or gu. And there's a little star here because some verbs that end in du are actually ichidan verbs. But all the rest, they're always godan verbs. So with the mas form and with the past tense of like the polite conjugations, right? There was just a basic little simple rule you could learn to learn how to conjugate into the mas form, right? Super straightforward. All you had to know was that you changed the u to an e and the tsu to a chi. Well, there's no like hard and fast rules to te form. Unfortunately, there's just 4 different endings that you have to just memorize. But the good news is that depending on the ending of a verb in its dictionary form, it's always going to be the same, except for do. Always except for do. Let's just go over them really quick. Luckily, they're sort of grouped. There's only 1, 2, 3. There's 4 groups with a little special
4
one right here.
groups.
But su, tsu, and do are going to end in a small tsu plus a te, so a te, right? That small tsu is like a little pause. They end in te.
Te. Okay, so so far he studied the explanation of te form, dive into the u verb, godan verb. Did you follow? Yeah, why did he that? Did he do that?
Golden verb. So he want to call u verb golden verb.
He wanted to call it u verb or godan verb?
Golden verb.
Right. Okay. And why he studied with godan verb when he explained te forms?
He explained te form. When?
In order to start explaining the form, he studied with godan verb. Why?
Yeah, so conjugation, so Japanese verb need to conjugate. So conjugate system is different between u verb and ru verb. The u verb, so 5 level step system, 5 system. So for example,
Good.
so
Okay.
dictionary form, mass form.
Yeah. So, very good. You remember conjugation. So, conjugation, te form's conjugation differs among verb kinds. That's why he needed to explain each group one by one. So he started to go down verb group. And of course, he's gonna continue the next group. ルバーブ何ですか？
ルバーブ
What's the name?
一段バーブ。
一段 verb. Or he say いる L verb.
OK。いる L バー
And another group?
Irregular verb.
Irregular verb. What is it?
する、来る。
Suru and kuru. Yes. So this is a form. So you have to know how to make this form. For example, so far we learned mass form. Mass form is the form you put mass into a verb. And similarly, we are going to make the form, and we look into one group, one by one. Okay, so what's the Godan group? Why he started Godan group? Because